Hi, my YouTube friends. It's me. I'm back. Sorry, I'm drinking some soda. Yes. Anyway, I just got back from Chuck E. Cheese. I went with my grandkids because they're well, really, my daughter's friend has two young kids, and so they had a little party at Chuck E. Cheese, and I went to Chuck E. Cheese, and I got some nice video. I should put it up. Maybe I will. I don't know. But anyway, today is February the 14th, and it's 2015. And I'd like to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day to all my subscribers, and happy Valentine's Day to people who watch my video. Okay, so I got that out of the way. So anyway, I just wanted to check in and let my subscribers know and the people that watch my videos that I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay in spite of everything that's happening. You know, these people, they have not let up on me for even a millisecond. You know, they have basically they have increased all the stuff that they do to me. You know, they have increased it. And let me put this here so it's not so much glare. Because I'm making, okay, that's better. I'm making this video on my phone. And what I should have did, I should have had turned it the other way. But anyway, since I started like this, I'll just leave it like this. I'm making this on my cell phone because my computer sometimes make my videos not come out too good, and they're sort of laggy. And you know, when I try to upload them, they're like laggy, and you know, sometimes my mouth is not moving and the words is not, you know, together with how my mouth is moving. So I said, well, let me just use my phone and make a video just to say hello to everybody and let everybody know I'm doing okay, and to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day. So like I said before, I went to Chuck E. Cheese, and there was quite a few people there to me that looked suspect, like they were you know, the gang stalking type people, because you know how they dress in the red. And that's not to say that a person that's wearing red, because this thing right here could be classified as red. It's sort of burgundy. I got this from the thrift store a couple weeks ago. I thought it was cute. And you know, there was a table right across from us. And when I peeped it, you know, because I just kind of look around, it's like now I really don't pay them no mind. You know, I see them and they got the red one and stuff. And, you know, every person that that wears red is not a gang stalker, and they're not a part of that. But some of them do, you know. And this is what they try to get you in tune with, so that even if they don't send anybody out to stalk you for that day, that if you saw a person or people and they were wearing red, or they had backpacks on and different things like that, you would still, in your mind, you would still think that that these people were like stalkers and stuff like that. So some of them could have been, and then, you know, a lot of them just like to wear red, you know, because somebody could have seen me in this and could have said, oh yeah, there's one, she's one of them. No, I ain't no damn gang stalker. Because if I was one of them, if I was a gang stalker, honey, when I pulled up, I would pull up in a Mercedes Benz, the latest damn model, and I would have a mansion house somewhere. I wouldn't be getting off the trolley, and I wouldn't be taking no bus, and I wouldn't be in no caravan where I got to drop no car off nowhere and go on my shift and then get back on the bus and go home, because I'm a gang stalker, and that's how I would pay. And they wasn't going to give me no $5 worth of doggone food stamps, and they wasn't going to be giving me a pack of cigarettes, and they wasn't going to be giving me no gum and all that kind of stuff, and saying, okay, well, this is it. This is what you get. And you better not say anything to us, because we'll just stalk you next. Because that's how they operate, you know, and they don't want people to know that. You know, they bring them in with all of these, you false promises that they're going to have money and they're going to get a lot of money, and they're going to put them up in apartments and stuff like that. And usually they put like 4, 5, 6, and 7 of them in an apartment. And you might even be living with somebody who you don't even know. The person could be a thief, could steal your stuff, because they just, when they get into this gang stalking, they just put these people together. And sometimes they even put them together as fake and false couples. Okay, because I saw that. I saw that one time about a year ago. I seen these people and they it just didn't seem right to me. They was, I know they were gang stalking me because they were following me around the whole store, and, they had on the clothes and stuff like that. And then they quickly, hurriedly ran up behind me as I'm in line. I think I was at, where was I at? I was at Old Navy. And they quickly bum rushed and ran up so that they could be behind me in the line. And they was like just talking just like nonsensical stuff, not making sense, and just like crazy stuff. And then like saying some things that would pertain to like my family or myself, like personal things I would have discussed in my house that nobody really should know unless you had my house wired up. That's the only way you could discuss. You could be a perfect stranger and you could know to discuss something that I discussed in my house, because this is a part of gang stalking. This is what they do when they send these people out. They give them information and they tell them what to talk about when they are around you. This is what they do, to further this this godness, because I've always said from my first video that I put up here that they want to be God. These people, these organizers, they want to portray themselves as a deity, as though they are God, or maybe even higher than God, because, God doesn't need advanced things and advanced computer programs in order to do something. Okay, if God wants to strike you down, okay, you struck down. Okay, he don't have to do all the things that they do. But this is what they do. They will give these people information and they'll say, okay, we'll talk about this. And I'm just thinking this is what they do. They probably tell them, okay, well, when you get on the bus and she will be wearing this, they probably text them a picture of myself and say this is how she looks, and try to sit close to her and, talk and say this and say that. Because when I was on my way to an appointment yesterday, today is Saturday, yesterday, Friday. I was on my way to an appointment. This girl, she got on, and she came and sat right behind me. There was like a whole truckload of seats on the trolley, and this B, she comes and she sits like right behind me, this black girl. And then she's like on her phone, she's like talking to somebody and saying all this old crazy stuff, and talking all this stuff and this, that, and the other, things that would sort of pertain to me, anything that I would have looked at on my computer, anything I would have talked about, anything I would have watched on TV. They incorporate all that stuff because they tell them, to have these conversations. And she probably was talking to another gang stalker, or probably not talking to anybody, just talking on the phone, a dead phone. The phone is probably turned off and she's like, talking to an imaginary person. And they're always trying to say we're crazy. But I mean, a person that talks to an imaginary person on their cell phone, I think that's a real crazy person. That person should get a professional evaluation. But this girl, she was there and she was just yapping and running her mouth and just talking loud and stuff. And I'm like, well, why are you talking so loud? Are you deaf? Why are you talking so loud? You can't hear yourself that you talking loud. Nobody wants to hear your conversation. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say because you're nobody. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I was thinking in my mind. But then after I kind of listened a little bit, then I said, okay, well, somebody paid her to come and sit behind me and to talk like this, to say the things that she was saying, because it just wasn't making any sense. It's just like all kind of crazy stuff. So I didn't pay to be no mind. After a while, I just put my music on. I put my headphones in my ears, and I was thinking to myself, oh, she shut up real quick, because as soon as I put my headphones in, I didn't hear her no more. And sometimes even when I put in my headphones, they start talking louder so I can still hear them. And I was like, oh, she shut up real quick. So she must ain't had much to say. But then afterwards, when it was time for me almost to get off of the trolley, I took off the headphones and turned off my MP3 player. And sure enough, she was still running her doggone mouth. She was still talking. So she must have, started talking again, because they usually will stock the buses with like-minded people, gang stalking people. Like, okay, at the times when I'm taking the trolley, it's not that many people on there. It's a few people, but then they will stock that particular trolley with people that are gang stalkers, and then they all sit around each other. So it doesn't seem odd to them, because they all know what's going on. So if she's, sounding really crazy, and other people who are not, they're not being gang stalked and stuff, then that to them would just sound like a person just having a conversation. Okay. But, they put other gang stalkers like around the main gang stalker who's going to do the talking and all that kind of stuff, so that nothing won't seem out, amiss with them, because if it was regular people, maybe some regular people might start paying her attention and thinking, well, what's her problem? Why is she talking so daggone loud? Maybe even tell her to shut up, and, pipe down. But that's what she did. I pay her no fucking mind, okay? When it came time for me to get up, I got off the trolley. I couldn't tell you which way she went. If she went left, right, up, down, wherever. She could have took an imaginary escalator down to hell, and I wouldn't even have known. I wouldn't even know where she went, because I didn't pay her no damn mind. But it was some of them. I was thinking, because how Chuck E. Cheese's is set up. You got the tables, with the little cakes and whatever that they have for the kids, and then right across from us, it was like 2 tables over. This whole table full of people, and they all got on red and all this stuff, and this black and white and this red. And I told you before that I found some info on I think it was on here on YouTube, where someone was talking about the Masons. And, they use those colors with that yin and yang. The black and the white represent the yin and the yang. And then they use the red for blood purification or some old stuff like that. So sometimes they'll use black and white, and then they will use red with the black, white, and the red, because they're so damn crazy, okay? And that's right. I'm saying it. Masons is crazy. Every last one of them. Because they call themselves being enlightened. And I think they are the ones that are mainly advising these people that are Illuminati. They advise them and tell them, because according to them, they want to be illuminated and stuff. But how can you be illuminated when you are in the dark? Okay. You're in the dark. You don't believe in God. You believe the opposite, because the gentleman by the name of John Benefiel is spelled Benefiel. And if you Google his name, John Benefiel, and he did an interview with Sid Roth. And Sid Roth is that, that gentleman. I think he comes on TBN or something. He has a show, and he's like a preacher and stuff. And he did a in-depth interview with this man, John Benefiel, where he talked about Masons, and he said like 90% of his family, he said he wasn't one, but he said like 90% of his family, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever, they was, they were all Masons. And as I said before, my father also was a Mason, and I believe my father got out, and because my father got out, it rubbed them the wrong way, and then they went after my mother, because my mother refused to be a part of it. I think she might have gone. My father may have forced her maybe to go to one of the meetings, and then she must have figured, okay, well, I'll just do this to appease him or whatever. I don't know. She might have not gone to any. But she might have gone to one just to appease my dad, because he wanted her to join like the woman, the sisterhood, because they have them things, Eastern Stars, whatever they call them kind of people like that. But it is nothing more than an offshoot of Masonry. That's all it is. And then I think they are the people that mainly are behind the things that you call this Illuminati and all this old stuff. And they crazy as hell, because all the ones that's in Illuminati, that they talk about these people in Hollywood, and they say Kanye West, he's in it and all this kind of stuff, Jay-Z and all them. They claim all of them as Illuminati. But how illuminated can you be When, to me, they are nothing more than, I'm gonna tell you how it goes. To me, they are like a black cat. You are in a room and you are looking for a black cat that is in a dark room, and the black cat ain't there. That's what it's like. Okay? That's what their illumination is, because they have everything upside down and backwards and stuff. Because a lot of them will claim they believe in God and Jesus and different things like that, and I'm hoping that some of them do, but then you have a lot of them that don't. They don't believe in that, and they just use that as a front, and will say that they believe in God and then supreme being and all this old stuff. Well, then why y'all trying to be God? That'd be my question, because that's the ones that broadcast and hear all the time. They want to be God, and they have taken my organized stalking to a level that I don't think they have done to any other human being. I don't think they've done it to anybody else. But then again, I don't know people. I don't really talk to people who are gang stalked, because you don't know who really is and who isn't, and you don't know what person is put on here as a decoy, because that's all they do. They put a lot of people up here on the net. They're decoys, and they're by these same people to do this, that organize stalking. They get these people to make videos, and nonsensical videos. Because I seen this one girl, and she made this video, and she was like, oh yeah, well, and as soon as I saw her, as soon as I looked at the video, I was like, you ain't no gang, there ain't nobody gang stalking you, girl. Why are you up here lying? And then she was like, oh yeah, well, I think I'm gang stalked, but I've never had that, what these people up here talk, did you call us these people? What these people talk about, V2K, and I've never had that, and maybe these people have mental problems and this, that, and the other. So I knew right away that she was a decoy. Okay, and then it could just be they do different levels to different people, so that as to keep everybody guessing, and especially the ones that they really want to target, and like myself, and the ones that they really want to get to. Then they put other people, and then, even if they gang stalk them, maybe it's on a lesser level. Maybe they don't do V2K to them, because maybe, they don't want to broadcast to them. They don't have anything to say to them. Maybe they don't have anything, but they got a truckload to say to me. They have a ton to say to me. So today, before I left, like I told you, I talk and hear all the time. Sometimes I record myself, and I have a lot of voice recordings, and maybe I'll start to maybe put up a few of them, because instead of voicing my opinion, because I know they have this house wired up, and I know they listen to me, and I know they watch me, and they do it in real time, because I will go to the bathroom, and just today when I was taking a shower, they anytime I get in the bathroom, they really start to go, and they were like, well, how does it feel? This is what they broadcast. How does it feel? I'm looking at you and I'm watching you in a shower. I watch you when you SHIT. I watch you when you wipe yourself and stuff. Like, who does that? Like, who is so sick? Like, who would do that? But it's like I told you, it's the same one that I call Skinny. That's this one that I call Skinny. He is the leader. He is the leader of the pack, and he's also a thief. Because I found a lot of different things missing. Sometimes you don't even remember that you have certain things, and then all of a sudden you looking for something, and then maybe a piece of it falls, and you just realize that you have stuff that's missing. So he has come into my home, the same man. He has sent people, because he probably didn't do it himself. He probably paid professional thieves or whatever to come into my house and remove stuff from out of my house. And then sometimes they remove things, and then sometimes not only do they remove things and take things out, they just like, misplace things and put things all over the place, just to, to carry on this thing where they want you to think that you're nuts and that you're crazy. Like, they will move something. I know I put this thing in this place and then I come back next time and then it was in a different place. But see, they can't do that no more, because now I told you I have this thing and I put my computer on when I'm leaving the house. Like when I left the house, was nobody in here today. And I put on my computer and I do that. And I told you the thing that's called Sentry is Sentry. You can download it from off of the internet. They even have the website, I think it's Sentry.com, and it's free. And you can even manipulate it to get it to, where you can look and see into your house while you are away. You can, get snapshots of what's going on in your surroundings wherever you have your computer. So even if you have an old computer, you can set it up. If you was going to throw it away, keep it, and then set it up and put that on there, and then put one in every room. And then when you leave, just turn it on, and it only records if there's movement. So, you're not using up a whole lot of your computer and space and stuff on your computer, because it would only record if there's movement. So like if somebody were to come in here and to walk by, like if I have it, put in a place where my cat walks, and when she walks, then it turns on. And then, it goes for a little while, maybe a minute or two, and then it stops. Like once the movement stops, it stops. So you should really seriously think about that. If you think, if you're being gang stalked and you think that they're coming into your home and like moving things around or coming in and taking things, then that's what you need. You need to secure your home so that they can't get in there. And then another thing that I do and what I use, because even when I had a different thing, I used to have this, I had bought this little, like a little camera, but then it used to run by a VCR tape. So once the VCR tape was finished, then okay, that was it. Then it just recorded for that time. So if I was gone longer than that, then they would have, they could still come in. And they did used to come in, because I would find things in places that I didn't put it. And then I would find different things missing, because I had this one bracelet, and it's like it was like one of those silver and little diamond bracelets, and it snapped and broke in half. And up till today, I have one half. One half is missing. What happened to the other half? The other half didn't have legs and it didn't walk. So one half of that is missing. And I know a lot of times they will come in and take one of something. A lot of them are Satanists, and they use that stuff, with rituals and stuff, and try to put, I guess spells and stuff on you and whatever. And I'm like, good luck. Good luck. Did you put a spell on me yet? This goes out to you, Skinny. Did you put a spell on me yet? Did the spell work? I don't think so, because I'm up here lamb blasting you and talking about you. Skinny. He's skinny, and he has a problem with being skinny. But this is what they do. They're Satanists, and they will take like one of something, or a piece of something. So like if you got a broken earring, maybe they take a piece of the earring, because they want to take that back to the Satanists, and then they want to cast spells or whatever the hell it is that they do. I don't know. And I don't care, because I'm not afraid of no Satanists and their spell casting or none of that stuff, because none of that stuff is going to work with me. That's the first thing. And I've been saying that since day one. Okay. So, but that's what they do. I find my stuff, half of something missing, and, I'm looking around and like, well, what happened to the other half? Because I wanted to see if I could get that bracelet fixed. It was a nice little diamond bracelet. It wasn't expensive. It was like something like 50 something bucks. When Macy's have those little diamond bracelets and stuff, and it has like the 3 rows of the little diamonds on there and stuff. It was like really nice. And I really liked it. And I had broke it because I had went on vacation and had went to the Caribbean for a wedding, for my daughter's best girlfriend's wedding. I went to the Caribbean. I went to St. Lucia, and by the time I got back home, it was broke. I don't even know how it got broke. So they might even come in there and broke it while I was down there, and the bracelet just got broke. I just came back and went to the little dinner party that the bride and the groom had, and we were all invited. And when I got back, my bracelet was broke. And then one half was missing. So I never found that. I never found that other half. The other half is gone. And then like a lot of other, different personal things, personal little things I've had from the time I was like a teenager. They have taken a lot of stuff because some things you just don't remember until sometimes your memory get jarred, and then you remember, okay, well, didn't I used to have this? What happened to it? And stuff just disappear, but it's not disappearing. These people come in and they will steal and take your stuff. And the way this man has targeted me, he has, gotten everybody in on my targeting. Anybody and everybody, because he's just hell-bent and determined to destroy me. And I'm just hell-bent and determined that he doesn't destroy me. And up till now, he can't do it, no matter what it is he do, because they broadcasting here all the live long day, 24 hours a day. It's like non-stop broadcasting. And then today, excuse me, I'm still drinking soda. Today, before I left out, I started, talking like I normally do, when I want to say something and talk at them, because I never talk to them. I never will talk to them. I will talk about them, I will talk at them, and I will talk down to them, because to me, they're nothing. So as I was doing one of my little talks, and I just was saying, like, well, why is it that you fools have targeted my entire family? Why did you target my mother the way you targeted my mother? All the things that they did to my mother, they did the same exact things to her. And they targeted my father also, even though he was a Mason, because he got out of the Mason. Because some of the stuff that they do to get up to those degrees is just so disgusting and nasty. And I'm going to make another video, because they have to thoroughly corrupt them. They have to be thoroughly corrupted when they get in there, so they don't want them getting out and telling none of their little secrets and stuff. So they corrupt them and probably take videos of them. So if they try to get out, they say, no, well, you're not getting out. Here goes the video. We got this video of you doing this or whatever. This is how they pull them in, and this is how they keep them. My father didn't want to be about that, so my father got out, and they were relentless. And then back in those days, like the same man, John Benefield, what he was saying was how they do it. I don't know if they do it like that now, but if you were a Mason, that you had to pledge your entire family. So if you were a husband and you had a wife and you had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids, then you would have to pledge your wife and all of your kids. So chances are my dad pledged my mom and all of us. So they wanted all of us in, because all through my life, I've had guys come after me and express an interest in me, and a lot of them was like Masons, and I was like always wondering, these dudes is Masons, why they all interested in me? Why they so interested in me, and why they want to have relationship, and immediately as I met them, they be talking about they want to get married and all kind of stuff like that, and I thought that was strange. And then it was later on I figured out and found out that they were Masons, okay, because this is what they do. Once you get pledged, they want you. And then they definitely want us, because they see so many things that point biblically to the Bible about my family, and in particular me, like birth dates and names and different things like that, and whatever. Because I have my father's mother and his father both had the same last name. Even though they got married, they both had the same last name. And the last name it's something too that has to do with something biblical. So I said God had to put his hand into that, in order that he wanted that name, he wanted us to have that name. So he made sure we had that name by my grandmother having the same exact last name as the man that she married. It's the same last name. So they look at all of that stuff. And then one day they had the nerve, I don't know which one of them was broadcasting, but one of them had the nerve to broadcast, and that's why I know it has a lot to do with Masons, and they're the ones that's after me, that they broadcasted, and this is what they said, and as God is my witness, this is my right hand. Okay, here you go. I have a Bible here. I'm going to have to move this down a little bit, and I'm going to put my hand on the Bible. Y'all have to excuse me because I have this to sort of put my computer to make it, make it a little higher up, because I'm, doing it from my phone, but I'm going to just fix it. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I exchanged it and put down a different book. Oops. Oh, this messed up. But this is my Bible. And this is just the New American Bible. This is, the Bibles that they give you in the Catholic Church. But this is a Bible. They have different types of Bible. I usually have my St. James Bible, but I don't know where that is right now. But this is a Bible. Okay? And I'm going to put my hand on this Bible. This is my right hand. As God is my witness. My hand is on this Bible. As God is my witness, one day I was sitting down on my step to put my trash and my recyclables and, put everything together so I could take the trash out, because I live in an apartment. So I heard them broadcasting, because they was just going crazy, like for the the week or so before that, they was just zapping me and just going crazy and just saying all kinds of stuff. And as God is my witness, I heard one of them say, "We searched high and low to find you." Okay? We searched high and low. We searched the entire world, and we keyed in everything on the computer, and we searched the entire world to find you. And we found you. This is what they said. As God is my witness, I hope I get struck down by lightning this very second if they didn't say that. This is what they said. And I know it has to do with Masons, because one day, I can take my hands off of this now, but I'm no liar. But one day I was sitting in here, and I was just, thinking, because every time, they see me just sitting quiet and thinking, then they try to disrupt me, and they try to, say, "Oh, well, we can read your thoughts and we know what you're thinking right this very minute, and why are you thinking about this and that?" And nothing that they say is nothing that I'm thinking about. Okay, these are the things that they are programming and sending impulses to my brain. And it's just like if I were to just start now just talking about hamburgers and McDonald's and French fries and pizza and stuff like that. Okay, you would start to think about hamburgers and pizzas and French fries. Okay, but that was not your thought. That was not your original thought. You were not thinking about that. This is something that I just said, and then it gave you a visual of maybe a cheeseburger or a hamburger or whatever it is that I say. And this is what they do. They try to use psychology. They will talk, and if they see me, I'm watching my time, I'm sorry. They will see me sitting quietly, and I was just sitting quietly one day, and my hands are always cold, so I'm always like doing my hands like this and rubbing them, because I kind of got bad circulation sometimes in my hands, because like I said, I'm older. I'm like close to 60 years old, so you get aches and pains and you get things wrong with you. And I did my hand like this, like in some kind of little whatever. And like I said, God could have did that. God could have made me do my hand like that. And they were doing it in real time. And they here you go, back on the Bible again. I heard one of them broadcast, "Oh, you know one of our hand symbols." That's what one of the broadcasters said, that I know one of their hand symbols. My hand is on the Bible. This is what they broadcast in my house. So everything I'm telling you, and telling you that I think it has a lot to do with Masonry, since my father was a Mason and my father got out of it, I know it is Masons that have been terrorizing and going after my family in such a vicious way. Okay, such a vicious way. And then they just make up stuff to say, well, this is the reason why we don't like you, because of A, B, C, and D. Okay, whatever. Just the totally made up stuff that's like just totally made up. and totally a figment of their imagination, because they have to have some kind of the starting and point to stand on. So that's why I started talking to them today. When they was talking trash, I said, okay, if you got a beef with me, which there is no beef, because you don't have anything. You have nothing on me. Because if anybody had anything on me, like they're always broadcasting, we're going to arrest you and different stuff like that. And I said, well, then come on, what you waiting for? Come on and get me. Why won't you come and get me? Ain't nobody coming to get me. Okay, it's simple. None of them ain't coming to get me. Ain't no cops coming to knock this door. Ain't no agency coming up in here to get me, because they don't have nothing on me. Okay, they have nothing. Okay, so, I'm just like thinking to myself, okay, you say you got a beef with me over some made up stuff, something that is a figment of your imagination or whomever's imagination. Well, why did you go after my mother so relentlessly? This is what I was saying. I was talking down to them. Why did you go after my mother and crucify my mother so badly? And why did you crucify my father so badly that he left the country? And then why are you crucifying all the rest of my family? Why did you crucify my grandkids in that school where they set up these gay folks, these lesbian teachers that they had there? My grandkids never wanted to go to school. They were sick every day. And it was a Catholic school. It was a Catholic school. And they were sick every single day and saying that they didn't want to go to school. And this is a Catholic school where you are paying money. The school is called Our Lady of Ransom, and it's now closed up in Northeast Philadelphia. Okay, that's the name of the school, Our Lady of Ransom. And they had teachers over there that was like terrorizing me and terrorizing my grandkids. Okay, well, what is the beef that you have with my grandkids? What did my grandkids do to any of you? What did my grandkids do to you? Nothing. Nothing. And that's what I was talking and saying to them today. Okay? And they was quiet as a mouse. You could have heard a pin drop in here any other time. They broadcasting 24 hours a day. And they got the thing hooked up to the furnace. So when the furnace come on, you can hear them better. Anytime the furnace comes on, you can hear them. Then as soon as the furnace shuts off, it stops. And I had read somewhere, and I didn't know that. I had read somewhere that they run a lot of their equipment through your furnace and your heating system. So, heating and cooling. So when you turn on your air conditioner, they can do the V2K and send the ELFs, which is the what do they call it? The ELF waves, which is extremely low frequency. Okay, and this is how they send the voices. Extremely low frequency voices. And then the thing that they put in my ear, one of the things in there is an amplifier. So that even if I didn't have the amplifier, they still could aim whatever it is with these elves and aim it at me. And somebody could be standing right next to me and they don't hear that voice. And I hear that voice. It's called elf. That's what it's called. But they have rolled out the red carpet and they've put everything. They've done everything to me. So that's what I said. I just came at them. I said, and I'm going to ask you every single day. Every time I can think of it, I'm going to ask you, okay, if you think you have a beef with me and you think you've got stuff where you can put me behind bars, why are you interfering with my grandkids? Why did you interfere with my parents? Why did you interfere with my mother? Okay, I wasn't even born at that time, so I guess you knew you were Karnak the Great. So you probably said, okay, well, we know she's going to be a horrible person, so we're going to go after her parents. Okay, and we know it's nothing like that. It all goes back to the Masons, because my father was a Mason. Okay, and like I told you earlier, that's what they said. Not said, but that's what they broadcasted in here. It's my Bible again. Right hand is on it. We search the entire world for you. That's what somebody broadcasted in here. We searched high and low for you, and we found you. And that was all they said about it. That's it. That's all they said about it. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to stay on their ass like a tick on a dog. Put it that way. Okay? I'm going to stay on them like a tick on a dog. Okay? And later on, when I do make another video, I'm going to make a video about some of the things that my mother told me. that had to do with these Masons and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make a video about that. Okay, so then they can say, well, no, it's not. She's lying. She's not telling the truth. Well, my father was a Mason. Okay, my father was a Mason, and some of them do some of them got to do some nasty shit. That's all I can say. Okay, I will wait and put that all in another video. Okay. But anyway, I'm watching my time. I'm almost up to 40 minutes. So I didn't want to make it this long, but I always talk too much. Yap, 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 yap. That's the way, there's too much yapping. But anyway, once again, I would like to say happy Valentine's Day to you, and hope you got some sweets for your sweets, and hope you got some candy and some flowers and stuff like that. And I hope you had a nice happy Valentine's Day. And I just also like to say, come back and see me again, because I enjoy your company. And it's nice to have my friends with me, because like I said, I consider you my friend and my family member when you either watch my videos, and definitely when you subscribe to my channel. So please subscribe so that you can get my videos, the latest ones when I upload them. I don't do them that often, but it's enough on there so you can go back and review and look at anything if you want any information. And then if you have any information, you can always inbox me or put a comment, if you wanted me to talk about a certain thing, as far as gang stalking is concerned. You could always inbox me, and then I would think about it, and then I could do a video on that. Okay, so once again, happy Valentine's Day. I love you all, and thanks for subscribing, and welcome to the family. To all my new subscribers and my old subscribers, I always love y'all guys, because you've been bearing with me all this time. So always come back and see me. And like I always say in all my videos, keep God close and keep him close to you, because we are in end times. And the closer that you keep God to you is the better it is for you, because this is what he requires us to do anyway, for us to pull closer to him, not to pull away from him. Because the further you get away from God is the closer you get to Satan. Okay, so you want to pull close to God. And even if you are not a church going person and you don't go to church every Sunday, and you could have been a former believer, and maybe you've gotten into different things. You might be into drugs, or whatever it is that you do. You know what? God still loves us all, because I had said that to my sister one day. We were talking, and I was telling her that, how these Satanists, how much they hate God, and these people that are after me, they hate God so much. And my sister, she just broke it down. That girl, she is good. She just broke it down. She was like, okay, even though they hate God, guess what? He still loves them. Okay? So you can be very secure in knowing that regardless of how you feel, God still loves you. Regardless of how you feel about him, whether you like him, you don't like him, you believe, you don't believe, he still believes in you, and he still loves you, and he still wants you to come to him. That's why he gave you free will. If he just wanted to boss you around and be the boss of you like how Satan does, because Satan doesn't want you to have free will. Satan wants you to be under him while he tells you what to do, and then pulls the rug from underneath you even after you've done what he wanted you to do. But God is not like that. He himself has free will, and he has given to all of us free will. So we will come to him and love him the way he loves us. And all of us, every one of us, is capable of that. So that's what I'm saying. Love God the way he loves us. Okay? And in closing, bye. Happy Valentine's Day again. Come back and see me. I love you. Bye.